Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 11 and has autism. And we paint together, working on his fine motor skills. And I am attempting to do something a little different tonight. So, as I say, we shall see. It may end up completely different. I don't know. I don't always know what happens next, as they say. So I just keep going and see what happens. This is just kind of an extra little bit here. I don't know why I made this side so thick. I'm gonna have some trees, so it doesn't really matter, but there it is. So we'll just kind of, I don't know. I'm not sure. There's always a rhyme or reason at some point, and if it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, then it goes to something else. And I've still yet to put my brush holder here, and it's something I really probably need to do, but I just haven't done it yet. So we will get there. I wanted to do a barn, and that's why I say I don't know why I did this like as strong as I did over here, because you know, and I'm gonna need lots of red to go over this, because that's what's happening, you see. And that's also why I said we'll see how it turns out. Because I've done buildings before. I've done different styles, different things, different ways, different days. But I usually don't have the patience to let something dry. And that is kind of needed. I just go for it, and that is a problem sometimes, because like on this barn that I'm making, I want to add a window or 2 or 3, and I want to put a door, and I want to put some trees next to this building, this barn that I'm making. And so, you know, that all kind of takes time. And I really don't know why I did the design around here, except for I was gonna do splotchier instead of like this lined kind of thing, the striations, maybe that's what that's called. And again, not what happened, which is fine. We just keep going until we get it to where it's supposed to be. And I also put a whole bunch of paint on my I put it on paper parchment paper so that I can peel it off the paper. He's got more paint on him too. And then I make the bellies and the rings and different things of the used paint, or the dried paint when it's done. So I put tons of red on there, and I didn't technically mean to do it, but one of the nozzles, or the openings, whatever you want to call it, of the paint was caked over, I guess, or maybe just clogged or something, and it went everywhere. So it just kind of, you know, took off from there. I need to between this board and these boards, when I'm painting, I forget until I start to paint again that they need fixed, especially the bottom board, because it needs to be a little more solid so it doesn't make that rattling noise every time I move my paintbrush. So I've got the base down, kind of, and I'm gonna go eventually and kind of clean it up. But I wanted to get the main part, and it's kind of filling in. I actually have about four, I think it was 4 or 5 reds kind of mixed in here, and so the shadows, when it goes to kind of fill in when I'm doing precise work, I can't talk and think at the same time. But when I go to fill it in, I'll use some of the colors as like the shadows and different things. So I'm just trying to kind of get the edge in there. And it doesn't technically matter if it's straight, because nothing's straight. So we just go for it. You just go for it. And see, like, there's not really a great edge, but we're going to have some trees, and it'll be okay. There's no, you know, it's not all rocket science. So now when I go and do my tree, I'm gonna kind of do this and make this like up here, so it's taken over. And this is just one of the like fan brushes. I'm sure there's probably a more technical term to that. But I'm just getting it kind of up here where it will be on the edge. That's why I say that doesn't really matter what we've got going on there, because it'll all work out. And so I'm gonna do kind of a smaller one, and then a bigger one where it's not necessarily attached, and I'm going to come back and kind of fill a little bit more in there. But for now, that's where we're at. Oh, maybe the light is, you all have probably heard me complain. I gotta fix my lights. I've complained. I've complained to myself many times, and myself has yet to listen. But myself keeps trying to listen. So now, I'm just gonna kind of, nothing is like, everything isn't exactly perfection. And especially like, it's an old barn, so it doesn't have to necessarily have all of the right lines and correct things. And so I'm going to do kind of a small, see if I can not put my hand in it, small window. It's a window of opportunity. I might be a little slap happy. It's a window of opportunity right here. And what I'm doing right now, this is white and like a tan taupey kind of color. Latte. I think that's the one I used. I might be wrong, but I kind of mixed it together so that I think that's what it was, but I'm not sure. But it was kind of a tan taupey color. A latte. And so I'm gonna do a barn door. I should have done it. Maybe I can still do like a double door. Maybe it should be a double door. We're gonna put some grass maybe down here at the bottom or something. I'm not sure. I have a shake, rattle, and roll. It's ever so slightly, and I know there's probably great tools that would help me, or if I rested my arm. I've tried that. I've tried a couple of things, but I know there's, more ways. But that's what actually prevented me from really painting for a long time. Was afraid to just be me, afraid to share and show and do, because I didn't want to get it wrong. And as soon as I stopped worrying about what something looks like and just made it, it made me so much happier. Like I didn't have to worry anymore about stuff and things and, just everything. I am going to, instead of putting another, I might still do a window, but I'm going to do, let's see if I get this kind of dimensional here. We want it round and not oval. So, and then let that set for a couple minutes, and I'm just gonna kind of add some little, see, I gotta bristle with that one. It's sticking straight out. I'm just gonna kind of add a little darkness, like shadow kind of over here a little bit. It'll kind of dry in there. And I'm thinking I might do a window down here. Just kind of I should probably not put that there, and I should put, like, I should make it like darker in here. Should probably use black or something. I'll have to look at that as it dries. Might need to put something in there so it looks more like a window, a real window versus, you know, just, but either way, it's okay. And then, I think I need, nope, that's not what I need. I need I'm making a mess. That brush holder. That's gonna come in handy at some point. I need a little bit of some gold. Let's see. And I gotta find a different, I have my favorite brushes. I don't know if whoever else paints, that they have their favorite brushes that they have to use, but I have my favorite brushes. And this one is actually one of my favorite brushes, but has since decided to curve, but we're gonna do it anyways. I was thinking that I want to do kind of like bow. I was gonna hang it from the window, like it, you know, make it look like it's hanging from and it's not even centered. Wonder who's gonna notice besides us, besides all of us. Who is going to notice? All of us, right? It'll be okay. So now I'm going to put some random this, and maybe some more gold randomness, and maybe some white. Sometimes I feel like I'm whispering when I'm doing this because I am, because I have to concentrate, and when I have to concentrate, I can't. I'm whispering, you see. So now I'm gonna go back. I've got a mess and a mess and a mess and a mess and a mess over here. I truly gotta remind myself to fix my light and get my brush holder, because I've been doing more brush stuff. I'm trying to decide if I want to. I kind of like the randomness of this, and I'm thinking I was gonna start to do something, but I'm kind of liking how this just kind of flows with the stuff. I might just add a few little more colors up here. But I'm kind of liking it. I might need a little tree down here. Maybe that's what I need. With an extra little. Just to add a little bit more fun and flair here. I feel like it needs something up there, but I don't want to put too much on that. Well, the other thing I might do, and last night when I opened my black, it went everywhere. So I'm going to try to do it without having it. Oh, there it comes. Let's see. I just wanted to see. See if this even works. I wanted to see if I use the black, like if it would make kind of like if this makes more sense. And perfection is not my strong suit at all. I have to go back a little bit with the white and cream on a couple spots there, but I think that kind of makes it look more like a window, maybe. This has so much of that, the wine kind of red color that hadn't dried, that it was hard to get the black over this one. But maybe that adds to the old mystery. Okay, so in my last but not least kind of ditch effort here to there we go. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's where we're going. I don't know why we have this back there, but we're, each time we do something, it comes out a little bit different. It's okay. So I do O for Owen, and then L, and B. So there we go. I thank you for being on the journey with us, and you have a great rest of your day. Toodles!